What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. My name is Erosium, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at my favorite add-ons to use in World of Warcraft. As always, thank you so much to my wonderful patrons who continue to support the channel and get access to my super secret, unique World of Warcraft gold guides on ErosiumTV.com. For anyone that doesn't know, these are unique guides that are connected up to my Patreon, so you don't just get a post, you get a full-blown written guide with images and everything that you might want. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first is first, a must-have is MinimapButtonbag Reborn. What a tongueful! MinimapButtonbag Reborn. This add-on effectively keeps all my add-ons in a really neat, tidy way, and this is all my add-ons right there. Boom, bang, ping. Look at all these add-ons I've got. If I didn't have this MinimapButtonbag Reborn, then all of these add-ons would be all the way around this minimap, and it would be an absolute blag to actually find anything. Instead, it keeps it nice and neat and super useful. That's something I would highly suggest to everyone who's watching this video. The second add-on that I absolutely love, but some people don't like it. It's entirely up to you. I like Bartender 4. Why do I like Bartender 4? Because it allows me to move my action bars around and keep them in like a neat, tidy manner. Some people like to use another add-on called LVUI. It's a great add-on, but personally, I think it just gets too much control over everything. And I prefer add-ons that do like a smaller task and deal with that one thing in a more specific manner. I really like Bartender 4, and I use an extra add-on in conjunction with Bartender 4 so that I can have circular buttons rather than square buttons. This add-on that I use in conjunction with Bartender 4 is an add-on called Mask, and Mask basically just provides a mask to whatever it's doing. So in this instance, it makes all my buttons circular. I've got a little add-on called Mask Circuit, which is part of this, and it basically allows all my buttons to be circles. Bartender 4 effectively allows me to control exactly where all of my action bars are. If I want to move this up like that, it's as easy as just doing so. I don't have to mess about. If I want to really like make sure it gets in there super accurately, I can hold shift. It's easy to work basically. If I want to have secret action bars that I don't want to see until I need something, I can do that super easily. And it's the same for everything like that. They disappear when I don't need them, but they're there when I need them. Super easy. Love Bartender 4. The third add-on that is really, really useful, and this one is just for like if you're a gold maker or things like that. Trade Skill Master. This is a quite complicated add-on, effectively because it needs a app on your PC, your desktop, to work properly. TSM is basically a database that will let you know the prices of all items on your realm or any other realm that you want to set. Let me show you what it looks like when you've got it installed. To install the TSM add-on and to get this application here, you actually need to go to the Trade Skill Master website directly and create an account and download this. It's completely free, but that's what you can do. This is a really good add-on because it works with a bunch of other add-ons just to make your life a little bit easier. So when you're out in the World of Warcraft, you can make sure that you've got accurate pricing data on anything. So say, for example, these potions of Phantom Fire, I know right now on the auction house they are worth 208 gold. Easy peasy. That's so useful to know straight away, so I know how much this is worth. I know how much this true iron ore is worth. I know how much this sumptuous fur is worth. The next add-on that I really, really like is called Narcissus, and Narcissus is basically just a way that you can view a character in a really attractive manner. So if you don't want to see your character like this, you can actually go ahead and click the photo icon and it will load your character in a much better lighting. You can turn off your gear, hide that. You can turn off your player so you're not there. You can give your characters little actions to do. You can hold the weapons. You can do everything like that. It's super, super cool. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Very, very cool. When I'm streaming, if I want to set my character just to do some running, I can literally just go to running and he can be running whilst I'm talking on stream. It's brilliant and I absolutely love this add-on. I honestly I adore it. It allows me to do so much cool, unique stuff, and it's one of my favorite add-ons. Also allows you to take some pretty cool screenshots. This next one is for gold farmers in specific. If you've got Trade Skill Master or Undermine Journal, I highly suggest having LootAppraiser. This is a really useful add-on that you can effectively use to judge how much gold you're earning per hour. So say I was to go around this area here, Stormsong Valley, and I was to farm, I don't know, a bunch of ore or herbs, this would automatically work out the value of those herbs or those ore just by having TSM connected. It works out the value of that and basically tells you how much you've earned that hour once it's sold. It's really useful, so you know if you doing a ore session for an hour if you've earned 20 or 30k an hour. It's really, really useful, especially for those gold farmers out there. The next one is obviously SexyMaps. SexyMaps is one of my favorite add-ons of all time. SexyMaps is so nice. It obviously just makes your maps look super sexy. You can go for the base default options that, you know, it provides. So you can go for any of these base default options it provides, or you can actually make your own, much like the one I've got right now. It is like a base template, and then I basically changed it and added my own unique style to make it feel more like a secretive rogue map that I've got, you know, hidden in my palm or something like that. That's how I like to play the game, and that's what I enjoy most. It also is really good because if you right click SexyMaps and you go along to movers, you can actually move around loads and loads of stuff. So I can like unlock my buffs and debuffs, and I can move them all the way over here if I want to, or I can keep them here. I can do whatever I want. It's really, really useful, and I can lock them back in place, and they're nice and in a position that I like. Locked armor man, so whenever I take damage to my equipment, I know exactly when I need to repair and when I don't need to repair. But any of you just typical gold farmers out there that don't really know what gold farms you should do, and you're just kind of like looking through guides and you're just feeling a little bit lost, this is a really good one, I'd say, for like not just amateur gold makers, but just gold makers in general, and you're not sure what farm to go and do, and you just want a farm to do. WorthIT is a great add-on made by a gold maker called Dala GG. Effectively just tells you the gold per hour on certain farms, and it will tell you to go and do them or not go do them. For me personally, I really like the ore one, the mining here. And one of my favorite ones to do is the Oldham one here, Elementium ore. It says 8,800 gold, but usually that's 20,000 gold for me. Saronite ore, 20,000 gold. It's really good, and it tells you basically how much you'll potentially earn from this. It also allows you to import specific routes, and you can add it to your to-do list. You can do a whole bunch of stuff really easily using WorthIT. Past that, one of the other really cool things that I love to use is details. Whenever I do damage, like here at a raid, you can see that I've got a little bar on the left side here that will tell me how I've done on the damage meters for that raid. I've obviously had my ass kicked by all my guildies because I'm the one doing the raid leading, which is always fun. And they always give you a good ribbon about it as well. If you are looking for a fun guild to join on EU, simply come over to Silvermoon EU and join Knights of Creation. We're always taking new players, and the more the merrier. Let's have fun. What I also really like about details is you have the option, if you've got the plugin, to actually go ahead and set a special ability so that it will keep track of all your abilities. So if I use feint, if I use sprint, if I use stealth, it will keep track of all the buttons that I've pressed. And this is really useful if you're in combat and you suddenly died and you want to know, what button did I last press? You just look over here and you can see immediately, oh, I pressed that. So how did I die? I don't know. You must be a melon. No, I'm a potato. Don't insult all potatoes to all mankind. How rude. That's a great way of doing it. And that's all just through details using the streamer plugin for details. That's how you can do that. Past that, if you do any sort of high-end content, an absolute must-have add-on to have is Simulationcraft. This is really good, especially when you've got the weekly vault to get from Shadowlands. In Oribos, if you've done, say, Mythic Plus, or you've killed 3 raid bosses, or you've done some battlegrounds, then you'll get access to the Great Vault. This will give you gear every Wednesday if you do this every week. Now, once you've done that, you will get like a bunch of different gear like options here, and you don't know what gear options to choose from, right? Because there's so much, and you're like, is it actually good for me or not? I'm not really sure. How can I find out? This is where you open up Simulationcraft. You simply copy this information here, Control C, and you just go to raid bots, and you literally click top gear. This is super useful just to like know immediately if the upgrades are going to be worth it to your character or not. You simply paste in this information up here and you find your top gear. So in this instance, I want to know, for example, if these trousers are any good, and I can select these two as like multiple options. Once this is done, the iteration is only 22. So now we're in the queue, and this will basically run a bunch of simulations of your character fighting a boss with both of those different trousers on, and it will tell you basically which is going to provide the highest amount of DPS. Now, I don't need to wait for that because they're only item level 210, and the ones I've got on are like 239. Yeah, so I don't really need to wait for that to know if it's worth it or not. The ones I've got on are great. Another absolute must-have add-on for just general World of Warcraft players is MOGIT. MOGIT! Why do I like MOGIT? Because it automatically tells you what your character looks like with a piece of equipment. So right now, I've got my my cursor scrolled over the item in my bags, and it's basically just showing me a naked version of my character holding that particular piece of equipment, and then I know immediately how that piece of equipment looks on my character. Very, very useful add-on in general, and I highly suggest picking that up. Another one for those like more serious players who are just like looking to progress and do really well on their characters, Weak Auras. Weak Auras is a really good add-on just in general because it allows you to have this box here. You see how this box here tells me I've not got my poisons on, so I'll put my poisons on. This will keep track of all my cooldowns, so if I use like, you know, roll the bones, it will say 43 seconds till I use that. It will automatically tell me what buff I got from my roll the bones, which is all the way up here, but I don't want my eyes to be up here when I'm like in a Mythic Plus or I'm raiding. I want my eyes to be here because this is realistically where, you know, all the stuff on the floor is going to happen. So I need to be able to dodge that, but also look at my abilities. It's really, really useful to have an add-on like that just on your character in general. And once you've got, say, Weak Auras, you type in /WA, stands for Weak Auras, and you can go to the Weak Aura website, open up a Google tab and type in Weak Aura. And then you go to the Weak Aura website and you basically look for what it is you're looking for. If you're a Demon Hunter, look for Demon Hunter. If you're a Mage, look for Mage. If you're a Rogue, look for Rogue. Look for your spec. I'm Outlaw Rogue, so therefore I can literally just go here. I can see that there is this Aethna Rogue here, and I can literally just click copy Weak Aura import string. I can go to World of Warcraft. I can click import, paste, and look at that. Boom, bang, ping, import group. And now I've got this available here. It just so happens that I'm going to delete this because I'm not going to use this one. I've got one already that I use and I'm really happy with. Another add-on that I absolutely love and I've been using for multiple expansions now is World Quest Tracker. World Quest Tracker is so useful, man. Like, it immediately tells you, just looking at the map, where all of the world quests are that you might want to access immediately. So you can access all your gold missions right there, or you can access all your pet missions right there. You can access all your gear missions. Whatever it is you are looking for, you can access it really easily, and it highlights exactly where it is on the map, making your life so much easier when you're trying to just do things in a quick, efficient manner across multiple alts. Another add-on which is an absolute must to have if you are into leveling characters. This add-on is called Azeroth Autopilot. It also stands for /AAP, and effectively all it is an add-on that allows you to, when you're questing, to almost make it super simple. So you can literally click Autopath Helper and select Speedrun, or you can select Custom Run and basically just drag in what it is you want to do. So you're doing the dwarf area 1 to 30. Easy peasy, you can do that. If you want to go ahead and do the Warlords of Draenor, you can do the Warlords of Draenor. If you want to do Shadowlands, you can do Shadowlands, and it'll tell you immediately where it is you need to go. It'll automatically repair your character whenever you open up a vendor. It will automatically select the best piece of equipment from quest givers. It will automatically skip cutscenes if you want to skip cutscenes. It just generally makes your life a little bit easier when you're questing, and that's really useful if you're trying to go a little bit faster. It also automatically hands in your quest and grabs the next quest as well, which can be really useful. I really hope that this video was of some use to you and you got some value from it. If you did, please smash the like button and click subscribe. Check out the Discord, the link is in the description, and feel free to check out my Patreon if you want to access some of my awesome World of Warcraft gold cards. I'll see you next time. This is Erosium, out!